Hi, welcome to an AutoCAD 2017 video tutorial. I want to do the Airblades now in AutoCAD. So I've already prepared some layers, one for sketches and one for surfaces. So first I need some sketches. So let's go to our layer sketches. And the first sketch should be in a distance from this axis system. So let's move our origin and it should go to 0, 0, 7.5. I need a rectangle which should be, let me see, 13.2 by 20. And I've activated the infer constraints. So let's hide them. Now I have to move this one to the origin. So let's go for move. I want to move this one. The base point should be the mid between 2 points, between this one and that one. And this should go to hashtag 0, 0. And that's my first sketch. Next sketch should be on a plane which is again a distance. So I will go back to my world coordinate system and let's move the origin to 0, 0, 19.5. Again, I need a line. Sorry for this. And this line should start from 0, 0. Should have a length of 24. And it should be at an angle, and the angle should be 1, 2, 0. Okay, now let's move this one to the correct position. This should go, and the base point should be this one, and this one should go to hashtag 0, 0. Okay. Then I need two circles. One circle at the end over here, and the radius should be 0.5. And on the other end, another circle, and the radius should be 1. Nice. Then I need a circle, but tangent radius. It should go tangent to this one, tangent to that one, and the radius should be 25. Once again, the same. Now tangent to this one and that one. Go over here, and the radius is 25 as well. Very nice. Let's hide these constraints for the moment. Okay. And trim. So if you work in 3D, it's always wise to mark all the elements which should be trimmed. I select them all and remove this one, because this should not be trimmed at all. Confirm, and now trim. This should go away, that should go away, and this and that. I don't trim all of them because I want to make a copy of this. for further use. So confirm. Now let's copy with, let's select these elements. Okay. Clipboard, copy with base point, and the base point should be 0.0, and I will paste it on another plane. So now I could trim the rest, so select these elements, confirm, and trim. Okay, very nice. And I would need a polyline, so I will make this one a polyline. So go for p-edit, multiple, this one, that one, this one, and that one. Yes, and join and fuzzy distance should be 0, and enter. Now this is a polyline. Let's take a look. Here, that's okay. So now I go back to my world coordinate system, and once again we'll move my axis system to a certain distance, to 0, 0, 1, 2, 7. Okay, and now I will paste clipboard, paste, and the insertion point should be 0, 0. Let's take a look, see, okay. Now I want to make this parametric. So let's select these, or first go to auto constraint and select these and that one. Confirm, hide these, and give it some dimensions. So go for diameter, this one, and let's go for radius, another radius, and go for a line dimension. Come on. Okay. From this point to that point, and that should be 24. Yes. So maybe here I need an angle, so I will turn this. Where is it? There it is. I will rotate this one, that one, this one, and the two circles. Base point should be 0, 0, and the angle should be -20. Very nice. Now let's change this diameter to 60, and yeah, I lost some constraints, so I will redo it and just add. That's kind of odd because I shouldn't have lost this one. And maybe let's fix this this point and maybe that end point. That's not necessary. Okay, now let's try once again to change this one to 60. That's more like it. Then I will delete this arc, and I need another circle which is also tangent radius, and it should be tangent to this one, that one, and the radius should be 50. Very nice. Now let's trim, and I want to trim these objects. Okay, and now remove this one, and that one. And just take a look, maybe hide the dimensions and the constraints. It looks good to me. And I need another polyline, so I will go for p-edit and multiple, this arc, that arc, this one, and this one below. Yes, join them and return. So I got my profiles. I will need a point in the distance. So let's go back to our world coordinate system and make this one at 0, 0, 1, 4, 7. Confirm. And I want only a point, and this point should be visible, so I would need a different point style. So just switch to drafting an annotation, because I don't know where the point style is in the other workbench. So it should be over here. It's the point style, and I will go for this symbol and confirm. Switch back to my 3D modeling workspace. Now let's draw a point. Should be right here, and that point should be at 0, 0. Okay, nice one. And I could switch back to my world coordinate system. So I think I got all my sketches. And let's make a copy of all the sketches. So go for copy, select them all, confirm, and just move them to 500. Seems this is not activated, so just activated. Yeah. Once again, make copy, confirm, and move it over here, maybe 500 away. And you should have another copy over there. Let's just, as safety precaution, hide all these, hide all those. Also, okay, I could go for my lofts. Maybe I should add some guides, so I will do so. Let's take a look. I want some lines, so go for line, and I want to connect this point to the end of that arc. Okay, and that point to the end of this arc, and same right here from that point to the end of the arc, and again to the end of the arc. Okay. And likewise here, another line from that point up to this one, from that point to this one, from that point up to this one, and from that point to this one. Yeah. So now let's go for our lofts. So maybe change to the surface layer and start with our surface loft. I want to use that profile. And that one. Now let's enter and go for the guides. That's one guide. There's another one, third one, and there should be one more. I think this one. Yeah. Okay. And you could now enter, and you still could change. And say it should be normal to all sections. Let's take a look. Or you could try a different option, go for ruled. That looks pretty good. So whatever you want. And maybe switch to realistic. Yeah, okay. So the next one is again another loft, and it's from this one up to that one. So it says it would self-intersect, but if I go for the guides, I should be able to correct this. enter. Looks very nice. And you could always try to make this smooth or normal to all sections, or ruled. Yeah, ruled doesn't look so good. No. So let's go for make it normal to all sections. And I even could change this one as well, normal to all sections. Whatever you prefer. Yeah, this looks kind of odd, so maybe change this back to smooth fit. No. Ruled? Yeah, ruled seems to be the best choice in this case. Or let's try to just make it normal to the end section. Take a look. Yeah, well, whatever you want. Okay, nice. So over here I have to do a similar approach as I did in some of the other programs. And I will need another plane, sort of a plane. So you could try to make a loft between that profile right here and that point. But if you change this to normal to start section, you see it looks almost good, but right over here it's a little bit distorted. So that's sad. So I will go for a different approach. So let's move our axis system somewhere else. Maybe to that endpoint right here. So go for endpoint and select this. Okay. And now let's put this point onto that endpoint right here. And now I could draw an arc. Here, if I could align Y to that point. Here, I won't do it. I will leave it like this. So let's go for an arc and switch back to the sketches layer. And I need an arc. So this should be start and radius, for example. Okay. Now let's try to get the correct points. So go over there and just draw a line right there and catch the intersection point. Oh no, that's not the right one. So maybe hide the surface for a moment. Okay. And let's try once again to catch the correct point. You just could draw a line as well, making sure you get the right point. So go for the arc, this one, and just that's the point. And on the other side, that's the point. And maybe like this. Okay? Now this should be tangent to that surface. Therefore need some lines. One right here which goes up straight. And another one on the other side. Yes, and fix these lines. Go for yes, and yes. Now let's try to make this circle tangent to those lines. This did not work, so maybe I'm not on the same plane. This happens. Let's check those x coordinates or z coordinates of these. Go for the properties. And the end, that's okay, 0, 0, that's okay. So it should work. So make this one and that one tangent. Yeah, but it shouldn't have moved this one. That's kind of odd, so let's try it once again. Go for the lock and lock this in position. Okay. Now let's try to make it tangent. This worked, yes, and it should be tangent over here as well, hopefully. Just check it out. Yeah, it's already constrained. So let's remove this line. Yeah, looks good. And remove this one as well. Now I need this arc and that arc, therefore I will explode this profile. So select it and explode it. Okay, now I got this arc, yes, and that arc. Now I can do a surface, so switch to our surface layer and maybe activate it. Let's try to make a loft. So go for loft, select this profile, that arc, and this one. Arc, yeah. And now give it a guide, and that should be the guide. This looks pretty good. Enter. And you could make these normal to start and end section, or to all sections, or normal to start and end sections. Very nice. Now all my surfaces are still associative, and I will now make a union because I want to patch this. So let's go for solid and make a union. I will lose associativity, but I don't care right now. I want to make a union between these two surfaces. Yes, and now I could patch these gaps. So go to surface, make a patch, select, go for, let's try sometimes go for patch, make it curves, make it edges, select. This edge and that one. Okay, enter. Nice. Try G1 continuity so it's tangent and enter. Very, very nice. Same on the other side. Go for the patch, go for curves, go for edges. Select this edge right here, okay, and that one, yes, enter, continuity, again G1 and enter. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's take a look. This is not really looking very good, so maybe I try a different approach. And let's see, I want to use the edges of this surface and go to that profile. So go to Loft and join multiple edges and just select this one. Should have taken the edges, and that's the other one. Yeah, that's more like it. But let's use some guides, and if I use this guide and that guide, still looks pretty good, but as soon as I take this one, that one, it might look different. Yeah, I would have to change these guides so this goes smoothly into that one. If I could do some sort of fillet right here or bend, that would be more appropriate. Yeah, these guides are not as good as they could be. So, should I try to make better guides? At least, or just check it out. Make it normal to all sections. Yeah, it looks okay. So I think I will leave it like this. I want to change it. Okay, so now to take a look. I want to close this over here, so go for another patch. Curves, edges, and try to catch the edges. 1, 2. So it says 0 found, that's nice, so let's just switch the sketches off and try it once again. Go for patch, curves, edges, and now it should be able to select the edges. 4 and enter. Cannot create patch surface from the selected edges. That's kind of odd as usual, so try it once again, go for patch. It should work. So that's one edge, second, third and the fourth. Okay, enter. No continuity. Now it's closed. Yeah. Now I could sculpt this, so go for sculpt, select them all and confirm, and I should have gotten a solid which is hidden by the surfaces. So I will make a new layer, go to home, I'll just go to layer manager, yes, make a new one, call it solids and make it probably perhaps red. Okay, and now let's move the solid, which should be hidden right here, to the red layer and hide the surfaces. Here, turn it off. Yeah, good. So make layer 0 the active layer for the moment, and let's go back to WCS, and I want to turn it around the y-axis by 90 degrees. And now let's make a polar array. I want this solid to be patterned around 0, 0, and I need 2 of these. Very nice. And then I need a circle. At 0, 0, diameter should be 25, so its radius is 12.5. Then make an extrude. Surface extrude with the circle. Confirm and make it to this direction 6.7 and to the other direction as well. 6.7. Let's take a look. It's yes. So patch this one. Patch. Select the edges. Confirm. Confirm. And on the other side as well, another patch right here. But this time continuity should be, make it G2, and change the magnitude of this bulge and go for 1. Confirm. This looks pretty good. Now let's make another sculpt. This should be on the solids layer, so go for sculpt. Sculpt this surface, that surface, this surface and that one. And you got a nice solid over here. Hide layer 0. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And you could make another union between this one, that one and that one, but I think I have to explode the array. No, it worked. Or didn't it? Yeah, because you have to explode the array to make a union. So let's select the array, close it, and where is it? Modify, explode, this one, confirm, and now you could make a union. Yeah, now I've got one solid and I'm done. So hope you enjoyed this very lengthy AutoCAD video. If you want to see more Surface AutoCAD videos, give it a like or just leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.